Birthday parties. Do you ever get overwhelmed with people coming to your house and feeling like you're rushing around at the last minute trying to get things ready so that you can actually enjoy the birthday party? I have found a meal that works for us and allows me to prepare early in the day and then enjoy the time with people coming over. So I'm going to share that with you today and give you a few tips on how I have learned to plan for birthday parties for my littles. I will say, we keep birthday parties pretty small. They are our immediate family, the aunts, uncles, which there's an aunt and an uncle, and then grandparents. And that's all that we do at this point for birthday parties. My girls don't realize that there's such a thing as friend birthday parties, and we just haven't gone that route yet. So what I do is I will sit down ahead of time and I will plan for the meal for our birthday party. So I have this list right here that I made of what we were having for our birthday party. So I list tortilla chips, hamburgers, chicken, rice, and I go down the list of what I am planning to have for the meal. And then I go back through and I see, what do I need to buy at the grocery store? For example, we have frozen ground beef here, so I don't need to buy that from the grocery store. But for something like this, I cheat and I buy guacamole and salsa in the produce department at Kroger that is marked down because it is going bad. It's not bad yet, but they have to sell it. And it is super cheap and super stress-free for me. So little hack, check those out. We're having tacos, if you haven't figured that out. We're having tacos. I literally serve tacos and a dessert. And the dessert my girls have kind of landed on. I am not a cake fan, and so I try to discourage cake at birthday parties unless they really are determined. Dirt pudding is kind of the go-to for right now, and I'm okay with that because it's super easy to make and we can make it ahead of time and let it sit in the refrigerator. So then I make my grocery list of what I need. So salsa, guacamole, the ingredients that I need to make my dirt pudding, and anything else that I need to pick up at the grocery store. We also, because my kids are the youngest in the group, well, we do have a cousin that's younger, but she's still pretty toddlerish. So we use our Corelle real plates. We use real silverware and real cups. So I don't buy those things for birthday parties just because it's a way that I can save a little bit of money. And we have, depending, 15 to 20 people that will be here, and I have enough. If I have to use like my little Corelle plates and my big Corelle plates, we have enough that we can make it work. So that's what we do. I'm gonna turn the camera around and I'm gonna kind of walk you through how I have things set up right now. We have about a half an hour till people come, and once again, stress-free, I'm sitting here and actually recording this a half an hour before people come to my house. But why? Because everything is ready. I literally just have to unplug crock pots, move them into the right place, and we are good to go. So I'm all about stress-free. I was doing mac and cheese for a little bit for birthday parties because my girls really like that. But the bad thing is you're standing there before time making it. And I like mac and cheese better, at least how I make it, right off the stovetop. I don't do well with it baked. I feel like it dries out. I'm sure there's good recipes and I'm sure good cooks could do it. And I've also heard Instant Pot mac and cheese can be really good. But just the way that I make it, I'd have to make it right as people come, and then I get a little stressed and it's just not as enjoyable that way. So I'm gonna show you what we have done, and hopefully these will give you some tips of what you can do as well. All right, so I'm going to turn you around and show you what I have going on my island. It is super, super bright outside today. It is November 4th, and it is like 70 degrees. Unbelievable here in Ohio. But what we have is we have our plates, which these are what the big people use. This is what my son will use. I have got some cloth napkins that I pull out for birthday parties. We made just a variety, my mom and I did, and that's super fun. I have some forks. I just stick them in a cup because it is easy. And then this is what I do to kind of get it ready. I just put the bag in. I will dump these probably after I'm done with this video. That way it's ready to go. And if you look, I did open them because I wanted some, and I told my husband, don't let the girls know that it's open, and then they realized I had some and they started digging in. So we're not really staying fresh, but maybe a little bit. And then I have 3 spoons here. These will be for, I have just ground hamburger, I have some chicken I threw in a crock pot with salsa, and then also for rice. So those will go in. I might mix them up a little bit. This is cabbage. I have never had cabbage on a taco, but I was given a cabbage and I needed to use it, and I saw you can do cabbage on a taco. So I'm curious if anybody does cabbage on their taco, and if you do, if you cook it or if you put some kind of dressing on it. So we also have lettuce, cheese, sour cream, 2 different kinds of salsa. Those were my clearance at Kroger, and also my guacamole, which was the clearance at Kroger. So that's the setup I have going on my table. Once again, super simple. I am not the queen of hosting, so I'm not going to make things look extravagant and nice, but I want them to look okay. So this is my turkey, or my wild turkey, my hamburger that is over here just cooking, ready to go. So I will just turn that off and unplug it and move it over. This is rice that I'm cooking in the Instant Pot, and it has a minute left, so it will be ready to go here soon. This is my dirt pudding. I don't get super creative with containers for this either, and my girls have to have worms, which I think are super not good in dirt pudding, but that's beside the point. And then just the spoons to go with this, and I didn't put those over on the other table because if not, people will take a fork and a spoon, power of suggestion, and then I won't have enough for dessert. And I think most people can eat tacos with a fork. And this is our lavender that we got from our lavender field. If you're not following along with that, let me know and we can get you following along. So my rice is done, so that will be ready when people come. This is my chicken, and this I just added some salsa to, and we had that ready this morning, and we're just basically at this point keeping it warm. So I don't know, my family's kind of weird about drinks, and I find that they won't get drinks. So at least part of the family won't get drinks. So I have quit stressing about drinks, and I serve what we have on hand, and we just go from there. So we have some apple juice we're going to do today. My father will always drink milk, so I just usually pull that out right before, stick it in and tell him where it is. We're going to do some chai tea. This is our concentrate that we've made. We're trying to figure out a way to get lavender in it for a loose leaf, but for now we have a concentrate that we'll just let people add milk to. And then we have some lavender syrup that they can add to, and then these are just the cups that I have there for them. And then one little tidbit also, we have the gifts up here. Normally I have a table that I let them put their gifts on, but my little boy is 18 months and he will get in presents. So I have stuck those up here for today just to keep them out of the way. So that is what we have going on for the meal. So I've kicked my kids outside so that 1, my house stays semi-clean, and 2, so I can do this video. But I would love to hear if you have any meals that you love to make for birthday parties, or what you've found to make them simple. We're all for celebrating and celebrating birthdays, but at the same point not going crazy. And if that's what you want to do, pick like birthdays that you want to go crazy for. I've heard of people, you know, first birthdays are a huge deal, maybe 10th birthday is a huge deal, whatever. Maybe pick a few birthdays and go crazy. So we're looking forward, we're actually celebrating 2 tonight because my one was born December 12th, and my brother and his family are kind of crazy around Christmas with work-related things, and it's just impossible to get together with them. So we started celebrating her birthday about a month early just to try to beat the craziness so that people could actually celebrate with her. Because, I mean, that's what birthdays are. It's the people. It's not really, you know, the food. And then we had a vacation coming after. My other one, October 3rd, is her birthday. And we had a vacation planned shortly after that. So I'm like, you know, are you okay with celebrating your birthdays together? And they were super, super excited about it. So we've just moved both of them like a month, and we're celebrating together. And that's what we're going to do for this year. So I hope that you are having a great day and that it is hopefully a little sunny where you are. And I will see you again soon. Bye.